Move on. Go ahead and marry that sister. If you remember the story of Saciid bin Musayyib radiyallahu anhu wa rahimah. Saciid bin Musayyib, he was blessed with a daughter. Inan qurux badan. Not only she was beautiful, but she was also very knowledgeable. Al-Walid, the Amir of the country, the Amir al-Mu'mineen, he proposed Abdul Malik for his son Al-Malik bin Abdul Malik bin Marwan, for his son Al-Walid. Saciid bin Musayyib said, no, I will not marry my daughter to a man who may cause her to lose her deen. Not because of your money that I will give you my daughter. I don't want you to marry my daughter. Fine. Another wealthy man? No. Another famous man? No. Finally, a young student by the name Abu Wada'a, Abdullah bin Kathir bin Abdullah bin Abi Wada'a, who was a student of Saciid bin Musayyib, was absent from the halaqah for 3 days. He came back and then he said, where have you been? Qala ya Imam, my wife died. He said, why don't you tell us so we can help you? He said, no, I didn't want to bother you. Then he wanted to get up. Saciid bin Musayyib said, no, sit down. He sat down. After the halaqah is over, he said to him, did you get married after your wife? He said, no. And who would marry me? And I only have 2 to 3 dirhams. Saciid bin Musayyib said, I'll marry you, my daughter. The man said, I was shocked. I was shocked. You just said no to Al-Walid bin Abdul Malik bin Marwan, and you want me to marry your daughter? I was shocked. He said, yes. 2 people were witnesses. He did the nikah for 2 dirham and he moved on. This student said, he said, I went to my house, not believing that what happened was reality. Saciid bin Musayyib married me his daughter for 2 dirhams? Yes. Why, ya ikhwati fillah? Because Aisha radiyallahu anha stated more than 3 ahadith from the barakah of the young ladies that her expenses is minimum. From the barakah of the marriage is for the expenses, and the meher of that young lady is minimum. Not high, but low. As soon as you ask this young man to pay so much money and do this wedding and do the nikah and aqal ki and this, then that wedding, that marriage has no barakah. Beside the heradi, has no barakah. So you should look for someone who's asking nothing. It is very strange that our sisters, and the sisters, you should listen to this, when they're marrying non-Somali, the mahar, it's so simple. The wedding is so simple. Marku inadarke soo doono, Allahu Akbar. Aqalkaasaan doonaya, I want this, I want that. We have a sister in our community. She married a new Muslim, a white guy. Nothing is wrong. I love new Muslims. I love them. She married him. I'm performing the nikah, and I said, and what is your mahar? Her brother is there. What is your sister's mahar? The brother, he said, ask him. I said, Akhi, what is your future wife's mahar? He said, 25 cents. Yani $0.25. I said, say that again. He said 25 cents. I mean $25, 2,500, 250, 25,000. No, 25 cents. And then I said, can you please go and ask the sister, because listen, 25 cents, it won't even buy you a lollipop. Yeah, what do you want to do with 25 cents? And of course she played righteous, and she said, no, gurku taqwa wa khawf Allah. I said, fine, 25 cents. Okay. Subhanallah, 25 cents. He married her, he put her in a basement, her grandmother's basement. He doesn't live with her. He said, you won't see me? Come. Uqsimu billah. Wallah. Winter time, with her hijab and jilbab, he will bring her to the masjid on a bike. One of the old Somali wuxuu yidhi, kuwa iyagana baabuur dheer bay ka ashkatoonayaan, kana baaskeelad buu saaray. It's true. Subhanallah, he left the country, he divorced her. She comes back. She says, Sheikh Saciid, you know everything. I want you to write me a letter of divorce. Okay, kheyran inshallah. Why? Because I'm getting married. I say, Allahu Akbar, alhamdulillah. Now I thought, mashallah, and say, and how much is the meher this time? She said 25,000. Shan iyo labatan kun o dollar. I said, he must be Somali. She said, yeah, he's my cousin. What is this? Marco, my cousin Umada, one of us, when the Somali guy comes, when a Ajnabi comes, is okay. So, it shouldn't be this way. It should be the mahar generally something acceptable. Something that is decent, something a sister is happy with and the brother is happy with, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would help both if this is what they tend to do, is to protect themselves. This other thing the brothers should look into it, and I know the sister would be mad and extremely upset with this one, but I really have to say it. I've been imam for over 10 years, and I came to a conclusion that the reason that divorce takes place with a certain group of people is because of 1, 2, 3. If you can, do not marry a young lady whom her mother was divorced or is divorcee. See? I'll tell you why. I know some sisters are being abused, mistreated, and alhamdulillah, those they have right, and we should not blame the young lady for this or for the mother for that. But in the West, what happened is, we came from Somalia. Our women, they found independency. A lot of them, not all of them. And what they did, they left their husbands, so the divorce took place. This young lady now, she doesn't know the problem and the struggle that her mother went through. So she thinks divorce is so simple. My mother survived, I can survive. My mother is divorcee, I can be divorced tomorrow. I don't care this man. She already has experience. And that's what they always say, I'm studying, I'm getting my education. When I get divorced tomorrow, she's already planning to get divorced. She's already planning to get divorced. Why? Because her mother or her older sister is the divorcee. So when you're getting married, I'm not saying we should judge the sisters like this. I know a lot of them will get out of the list, we get off the list. But I'm saying, if the sister's parent, mother or a sister is divorced, then you should be careful, because most likely she would take the issue of divorce very light, but not all the time. Number 4, since I'm running out of time, and I'd like to leave sometimes and for question answer and relieve you from this, because you've been sitting here since morning. You should look the ma'dan, the family of that young lady, especially her mother and her sisters. Hadday Islaan marwa'a ay tahay, alhamdulillah, oo sawda dhaxay saddexda ka soo noqon aroosyada, oo lagu yaqaano magurigeeda iyo xalaqadeeda iyo quraankeeda iyo kitaabkeeda, and she is a mother like this. She respects her husband. Alhamdulillah, she's from a good family. She's from a good family. So be careful. How do you know if this woman can be sustained and you can keep this wife? Is by watching, learning.